What's good? What's good, my people? It's your boy Alex, man, from the Blitz Pickup. Shout out to everybody, man, who's been holding it down. Shout out to Tony and Lewis. I'm about to bring them up right now. Let me hit up my guys right here. What's good, y'all boys?
Yo, what they
Yo,
do,
yo,
man?
yo. What it do?
No, man, I appreciate y'all holding it down for through this whole hurricane. Everybody that's been going through it in the state of Florida. I know Lewis and I had some kind of weather issues. That more Lewis than myself. I saw your post, Lewis. That was kind of crazy. All the damage that was done or whatever with the trees, man. But I'm glad to hear everybody's okay, and hopefully everybody's okay in the chat as well. Um, Real quick, man, because hey, listen, we're here. If insanity was good, was good. Real quick, man, I wanted to talk about this because we're at the bye week. We're 2-3. If you would have told me in the beginning of the season we're going to be 2-3, I would, by the bye week, I would probably have to tell you, I got to pick what games we would have won and lost. It's not impossible to come back from this, but do I find it likely? It depends who on what day you catch me if I believe in this quarterback or not. But besides that, fellas, I wanted to ask you that first things first is we're 2-3 at the bye. How we feeling? Tony, talk to me. How we feeling about this position that we're in? 1.5 games back in first place. What you think?
First of all, I'm glad y'all boys safe. First and foremost, both of y'all boys. You know what I'm saying? We already know how it could get. I mean, he could get with these hurricanes and how unpredictable they could be.
Sure.
But as far as where we at right now, I mean, obviously, disappointing. We didn't expect to be at this point right now. I didn't even expect him to win that second game. So I guess that's something to look forward to. And I know people, I don't want people to all of a sudden forget what situation we in because and we I guess blinded by the fact that Mike McDaniel finally decided to run the ball and continue to run the ball till they decide to stop it, which as we can see. Remember we were
Ding,
talking
ding,
about
ding.
that. Then we
It
were talking
worked.
about that, Alex and Lewis. Don't run the ball until they stop you, make them stop you, right? He finally did that. However, I don't think that D line is a formidable D line. I would like to
Yeah.
see it when we go up against the people that's going to make it tough. That you're going to have to eke out 2.5, 3 yards. You know what I mean? You might have to punt a little more than often. Are you still going to stick with it then? It's easy to stick with it when you're getting 8, 7, 10, 12 yards a pop. You know what I mean?
Right.
So let's pump the brakes. But as far as where we at now, I would say optimistic, but I'm not. I'm still in the wait and see. That's what type of approach I'm taking. Listen, Indianapolis would tell me a little bit more, but you know how I am, bro. Arizona, I wasn't initially intending on saying this is going to be a game to show me something, but now let's see how they look
Don't
after
sleep on
Arizona.
them.
Right.
Yeah, don't
Now,
sleep
after
on
they
them.
go to Arizona, then you can come back to me and I'll give you more of an honest. Well, not an honest, more of I have a better outlook of what I think this team look like going forward.
For sure. What you think, Lewis? We 2-3. The Savior's coming back apparently after the bye week is done. Well, actually, not after the bye week. I'm pretty sure he'll be back by Arizona. But what you think in this position? If we would have told you after that last preseason game, Lewis, we're gonna be 2-3. Tua's gonna get a concussion. He's not gonna be back till week 6, 7, whatever it is. What you thinking right now, man?
I would have told you what I've been telling y'all. Blow it up.
Blow it.
Like,
Blow that shit up.
like, bro. Like, I'm not gonna sugar. I told you fellas before we got
Thank
live.
you, Nate.
I'm turning up tonight.
Hey, Alex, let me
Shout
just
out to Nene,
forewarn
man.
you.
Shout out to Nene.
Alex, let me forewarn you. Alex,
What?
hey, he really ready to turn up about this Chris. You see, he antsy.
Oh
Look at
shit.
him. He got his hat turned
I
back
can't stop
already. He
moving.
got the black hoodie on. But go ahead. He ready to get into it. I hope he ready.
I got
You know
back
what?
on. I got back on time.
You feel me? But he ain't bring his boxing gloves, so I don't know if he really ready. But go ahead, let's go.
Well, first
He
of
in the
all,
back in with the.
I don't know what boxing gloves are. I always use these. It's always
Bare
fisticuffs
knuckles.
with me. I'm a
No,
bare
no
knuckle kind
tape.
of guy.
No tape. No tape.
Yeah, I bare knuckle. You know what I'm saying? Bro, the fact of the matter is 2-3 is unacceptable. With
100%.
Tua, without Tua, whatever. Like, I keep hearing, well, Mike McDaniel, he did the right thing and he changed and look, he ran the ball against New England. Bro, stop. Yeah, I ain't trying to, bro, I'm telling you now, I ain't trying to hear none of that. We all know, and again, well, I'm not going to say we all know. I'll tell you though, if that's anybody else besides New England, we lose. So all that stuff that we talking about and trying to, well, Mike McDaniel found something and he learned. No, he found that he played another sorry ass team. That's what he found. right? He found
That's
a team
facts.
that is trying to do what we're telling us to do, tank. The Patriots are tanking. That's
Mm-hmm.
what they're doing because they know they still need pieces to
Yep.
build, right? They're not looking to win no games. They're finding ways to lose. So to answer your question, Alex, am I excited because we're 2-3? Realistically, we should be 0-5. In my mind, we're 0-5 because I don't get excited
Facts.
about New England. And we're a punch football away from losing to Jacksonville too. So
That's a
at the end of the
fact.
day, bro, I'm not excited for 2-3. And I'm not looking forward to anything else coming up this season, especially the Savior or whoever's coming back. Miss
Oh,
me
here we
all that.
go. Here we go.
Yeah, no, and that's a fact. Because obviously, I mean, nobody expected this. Once again, we always talk about it after every episode. This is exactly, this was supposed to be the year, and this and that. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it is disappointing, Lewis. I mean, I feel you 100% on that part. Just to update right now, as of right now, at the bye week, we are because I know there's people that care about this. We are at the number 8 slot. So we got Tennessee, Carolina, Jacksonville, Cleveland, the Rams, Cincinnati, and New England in front of us. I don't
That's
know how
too
many of
high.
y'all.
They
That's
fumbling
way
the
too high.
bag right
That's
now,
too
That's
bro.
high.
way too high.
That's too
Fumbling
high.
Way
that
too high.
bag.
Yeah. So I don't know how many of those need a quarterback. I'm pretty sure a couple do. So we got some work to do. But shout out to the chat, man. The chat is always undefeated. We appreciate y'all, man. Always coming up to every episode. Being in the spaces. I know Lewis, be hosting them, and y'all always be turning up in there too, man. So shout out to y'all, man, for sure. We definitely appreciate y'all. So this is another thing, bro, because I popped in and out of the spaces, and I kept hearing people talk about this. Lewis, your space was crazy turn. I'm just saying this one thing. If we were 4-1, if we were, I mean, even 3-2, I would say Tyreek would not be doing this kind of dumb shit that he's doing right now. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Talk
Because for you to, and then I'm gonna shut up in 10 seconds because I want to hear y'all's perspective. But when you're winning, you ain't posting your ex, right? Hugging up in your old uniform. You're not talking about, all these crazy tweets, trolling people. My thing is this, Lewis, because I want to hear from you first, because I know you was turned today. If you're in that locker room and you are I don't know, let me think of, if you're a Jalen Ramsey, you want to be seeing what this guy's posting? I mean, how do you feel about what this dude's doing? And then we'll get into his trade value because, hey, believe it or not, I mean, I don't care what it is. He's probably one of the first ones I would ship out because he would net us the most in return. But what do you think about this guy's antics, man, and what he's doing and what has built up to this conversation right here?
Well, to answer your first question, Alex, if I'm Jalen Ramsey, I'm trying to get my hands on Tyreek as soon as I see him walk in that building. If I'm Calais Campbell, if I'm anybody in that building with a set of nuts, I'm trying to get my hands on Tyreek Hill. Because the fact of the matter is, bro, forget about what the post, because I'll let Tony touch on what he did with Tyreek, or the post with Tyreek hugging on Patrick Mahomes. Did you see what the man did today? Someone tweeted out, when Tua comes back, his first play should be run like an escape or just an escape and
he
run.
should call his own play to run so he can show the world that he's not soft.
Not scared, right?
Yeah.
Tyreek's response to that was, "Who's calling the next play?"
Bro, like really?
Now look where we've gotten though, fellas. This is 3 years or third year of Tyreek, right? Now, when Tyreek first got right here, he loved Tua. Tua was the most accurate. He was this, he was that, he was all kind of stuff. Now, 3 years later, he's taking shots at Tua because people can say what they want. That's a shot.
Facts.
He's responding to someone saying that Tua should run, and his response was, "Who's calling the next play?" That's a complete shot at Tua. To your point, I just don't see a way of how you bring Tyreek back in that locker room. Because the fact of the matter is, and I said this in the Twitter space, we all know Tyreek's number. We see the number 10. You know what sits above that number 10? It looks like this.
The C, that captain.
You got a captain out here throwing highlights and pictures of him in another uniform. Right? You got a guy now taking shots at the supposedly starting quarterback of this football team in Tua Tagovailoa. You have a guy that on the last time we seen him on a primetime game on Monday night addressing the head coach on the sideline and addressing his wide receiver coach on the sideline.
That's a fact.
Is there anything else we need to talk about? Tyreek, and again, it's cool when you're getting 8, 9, 10, 11 touchdowns a season and 1,800 yards. You can put up with those antics.
Oh, yeah.
Tony, I'm going to throw it to you. You want to tell the people in our chat what the numbers have looked like for Tyreek Hill last game, the game after that, and the game before that?
No, because they're going to piss me off.
Because the production is not matching the headaches he's bringing now.
Yeah, he ain't get above 40 yards since game one, so I don't want to hear that. But before I go in, I just want to point something out, man. Shout out to Alex being back. So for all y'all that don't understand the importance of Alex, fool, do you see how chilling I am back there? I ain't got to worry about clicking no button. I can watch this screen without watching the goddamn chat and do all that. So for all y'all that don't be showing my dog his respect, he makes it easy for us, bro. Like, for real. For real. All I got to do is sit back and watch and pay attention to what Lewis saying so I could come back with my rebuttal. Right? So shout out to that, bro. Yeah, you say you don't miss it, shit's gone. But boy, that's what's back. Hey, but listen, Tyreek, bro, first of all, I'm glad, Lewis, you addressed that, right? Because now we're showing a pattern, right? And when they start showing this paper trail and all that, bro, you get what I'm saying? So you posting, right? And I wanted to address this realistically. Posting, like Alex said, your ex, bro. Like I said this earlier in God doggone spaces. Bro, you got to read the room. First of all, we not good. So even Alex said 3-2. 3-2 would have been okay. That would have maybe, depending on if we would have beat Buffalo or not, that would have maybe put us in first place.
Right. That's
you
the
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got a little bit of wiggle room. You get what I'm saying? To say something, I still would have been pissed off. And if I'm Tua, if I'm because I know you said Calais Campbell and Jalen Ramsey, and I don't like bringing up them new people because we need people. If I'm Tua, if I'm Raheem Mostert, if I'm Jalen Waddle, if I'm who?
Zach Sealer.
Them people, those are the ones I want to step to him. Because y'all from here. You know what I'm saying? We brought y'all to here. The only one that got traded here was Raheem Mostert, but Tua and Waddle, bro, y'all was drafted by this team, right? And Sealer, you put in years to this team. And for a dude like that come in and post, like you missed that, because I don't see Zach Sealer showing the good times he was having in Baltimore Ravens, and I don't even see the newer through Jalen Ramsey posting good times with the LA Rams, right? Facts. No, you doing this, and Lewis pointed out a key point. You're a captain doing this. You are a leader. You're supposed to lead by example. Now, suppose the rest of the team start doing that. They out here get reckless. Now they posting out what they were doing. This team will be in disarray. You get what I'm saying? And let me, because he ain't read it. Let me point out something, right? And it's we gotta start. I tend to not forget things. In offseason when I say things. Do we remember those that interview that shocked us when he was saying? Him and Tua won't talk to him for days. Y'all forgot about that? Yeah. How quickly did we forget about that? Did y'all forget?
It's a fact too.
So back then, right, it was showing that they didn't get along as good as we thought it was. But we all brushed it over to try to, you know what I'm saying? Because we wanted to win. That Tua had a good season that year. Tyreek had 1,700 yards. Didn't we say win conquers everything, right? Winning heals everything and hide it. But you know what also hide it? When you got the receivers and they're divas, when they're getting their numbers, even if you lose that last game, bro, I put up 1,700. I got voted the number one player in the league. How happy? He jumped up out of his seat and said, "No, you lying." He was so excited for this, like he did win another Super Bowl, right? You know what them top dogs do? They get that. They be humble, right? And they was like, "This is all good, but I would prefer to be a Super Bowl ring." Individual accolades is good as long as they come along with a Super Bowl. He didn't say nothing like that, even though, take your trophy, right? But now you're seeing why he wasn't lashing out as much. He was still getting his numbers. He still was regarded as the top weapon in the NFL. Now all of a sudden, when now you're losing and I'm not producing, I'm going to start telling you how I really feel. You know what I'm saying? It started a little bit already. So let's not forget that part because we was all shocked. Like, hold on, you can't have that kind of relationship with your quarterback. And he was the one that said, I need you to get in my face. He was the one that say, I need to be held accountable. He said this. And then now it's not a coincidence, right? That all of a sudden when Tua get his contract, now he comfortable saying, "Oh, if you're not here and you don't want to be here, then there's the dope, brother." Y'all remember he said that?
Yep.
Holding each other accountable. Mm-hmm. So who held who's holding Tyreek accountable for his lack of production? Who's holding Tyreek accountable for his lack of leadership skills? Who's holding him accountable for acting a fool on social media?
Nobody.
So all these just empty words? The words don't hold no merit because you action speaks louder than words, bro. And you not have to show me, just like we had to learn, right? You know, me, you, Alex, when we were excited about them going to Buffalo, we had to learn that just because they say they wanted to be the bullies, just because they acted as if they wanted to be the bully, even though they was putting on a show as if they wanted to be the bully, when it came time to be the bully and look that bully in the eye, they tuck their tail, like always. Which goes to show me you're not going to fool me anymore. You have to show me now.
Facts.
Period. Show me what you're about. There's no way. And now, Lewis, you said one of the best. When I get in that locker room, I don't care what we working on. The first thing I'm waiting by his locker. Yo, what that's about, bro? Because you can slide. Fact. You don't want to be here? Slide. I'd rather go 1-15 with everybody I want to be here than to turn around and go on a 10-game win streak with a bunch of people that don't want to be here and only want to be here because we winning. Yep. That's no excuse, no reason. That's no acceptable excuse for you to say that. You can't give me no excuse for why you did that.
This is a fact right here by Nene. This is a fact right here. Look at that.
Say he jokes a lot. Well, there's a lot of truth and facts. Well, that's what make the best jokes when you know you can relate to them.
1,000%. But see right here what Nene's saying, and we've all heard. Tyreek has even said it. I like to troll y'all, meaning the fans, right?
Facts.
That's not what me and Tony are talking about, right? Because you control me, you control Tony, you control Alex, you control everybody in this chat. Cool. You know who you can't troll? Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
You can't troll Calais Campbell. You can't troll them people in the locker room that on Sundays and Mondays and Thursdays are putting them same color socks on, them same color jerseys on, them logos on that helmet. It's all the same. Y'all supposed to be one. And to Tony's point, how can I go to battle and fight with you knowing that in the back of your mind, you let's throw up the bees, baby. He blood right now. He blood. You know what I'm saying? He rather be wearing red right now.
And that's wild, crazy, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So and what's crazy, I don't even think he was never he never had a C on the chest in Kansas City. They never made him a captain over there.
That says a lot.
So a team that never thought of you as a leader or a captain, a team that lets you walk, right? You posting such great times over there. But the team that has gotten you back-to-back leading seasons from receiving standpoint, right? He led the league 2 years in a row, right?
Back-to-back career numbers in your career.
Dog, a team that made you the best player in the league, voted by your peers, right? That's the team you shitting on? All right, dog. Now, again, I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but hold on. Oh shit, the horn's right there. Toot. Hey, I said trade Tyreek during the offseason, right? I told people when Tyreek was going on all these campaigns, I want more money, I want this, I want that. What was I telling people, Tony and Alex? In spaces. Dog, he's under 2 more years of control. He just didn't have no guaranteed money.
Guaranteed.
We didn't have to do nothing. Now, what was everybody saying? But pay him because he's earned it and he's this and he's that. All right, cool.
But you know what they got mad at, Lewis? When we started to bring up him dropping balls in every big game. Remember we started bringing that up? Stop watching his pockets. Oh, he can't do everything. Now they bringing up the numbers and the touchdowns that he did catch. Yo, but that don't matter. Honestly, it doesn't matter, bro. That's what you're supposed to do. It's when you're doing what you're not supposed to do when you got to point it out. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting paid $30 million a year to drop passes. And everybody had drop passes, so let's not say that. But that Baltimore one was inexcusable.
He had the
No
most
one was
though.
around him, right? And right in his hands. And y'all gonna tell me that Dallas Cowboys one, it wasn't inexcusable either? That was a potential 99-yard touchdown. Inexcusable, bro.
The one he had against Philadelphia. Remember that one?
That's true too.
I was trying to stick to this.
He was in the end zone and he dropped it. Yeah, he was in the end zone already.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like those type of things are inexcusable. But I want to see the outrage for the same people that says, "Oh, he makes Tua. Oh, if it wasn't top for Tyreek, we wouldn't be winning the games that we have won. Well, if it wasn't for Tyreek, we probably would have won more games as well. But we just want to stick to one side of the story."
Maybe the writing was on the wall, and Andy Reid let us know. In 2018, he was a captain. In 2019, he wasn't a captain no more.
Damn, that's crazy.
Who knows? They kept that shit internal because they know, that locker room is no joke. But I think this reflects too on your main leader of your football team, on your coach, man. Think about it. This is who you got running your guys. You know what I'm saying? He could be the number one player in the league, but is that really who you want? You getting led by? This is who you want as an example, telling people straight up that he's trolling people, he's doing this and he's doing that. Let's be honest, bro. I mean, besides him getting his targets, he's already checked off that main thing at the top, which is that Super Bowl. So, I mean, some guys just get complacent, bro. So, I mean, I don't know, man. It says a lot about him, man. It really does. But, I mean, besides that, if you're a team, I don't know, contender, I mean, you could shoot out whoever you want. What's this guy even worth, right? Like, what would you – I'm not going to ask you what would you take for this guy because I know y'all going to be like, hey, bro, give me a third and get out of here. But realistically, what do you guys think he's actually worth if somebody actually were to come knock on the door and say, hey, yo, we really want to take this dude from you?
A bag of chip and 25-cent soda.
Yeah, I'm saying. a check soda.
I mean, at this point, if we're going to be honest, we were talking about it last night, Tony, in the space, right?
Right, yeah.
What screwed all this up is the Raiders have put Devontae Adams on the market, right? Mm-hmm. And the Raiders have already came and said they're not even looking for a first. They're taking a second round.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, you can say that is Tyreek a couple years younger? Yes. And again, True. He is voted by the peers, again, the number one player in the league. I would still hope that we could get a first. Every day we wait, though, the value, in my opinion, goes less and less. Because the simple fact is, just how me, you, and Alex are talking about it now, right? All 31 general managers are seeing every tweet Tyreek tweets, every post that he posts, right?
Yep.
And why would I give Miami the complete value when we know Miami's probably looking to shop him and Tyreek really wants out, right? Yeah. It's not like things are going good and stuff, and Miami just calls and said, hey, man, listen, we got Tyreek on the available, right? That would be like, oh, shit, the Dolphins are balling this and that. Now, they want to keep Tyreek. Something happened. The fact of the matter is, bro, I think everybody and their mama knows Tyreek wants out, and I think the Dolphins kind of want out. And that just puts the Dolphins in a bind when you're asking for compensation. So, listen, I would hope we could get a first, but I don't see it. I would say a second and maybe some pieces, hopefully, on top of that.
What do you do, Tony?
I would say if someone would come here, or someone would come and offer us 2 seconds, I'll take that in a heartbeat. I'll take that. You gonna give me 2 seconds? Yo, I'm running with that. I know. Some of us say he's worth a first round pick. I don't think so. Would I like that? Of course, bro. If somebody was willing to give us a first round for Tyreek, yo, you take that hands down. Don't even think twice about it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I think another thing, Lewis, what I want to add into what you were saying about his value, right? And the other teams, how they gonna value him and how they gonna evaluate the situation. If we weren't 2 and 3 at the time, seeming a little different. Let's just say we're 4-1, right? But he's still cutting up. Now we have a little bit more leverage. Like, yo, bro, we're not desperate, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right. We just tired of his stuff, but we're still competing, bro. So we ain't just trying to give him, you know what I'm saying? So we'll have a little bit more leverage. The fact that it looked like it's about, you hear it already. It looked like it's about to be a collapse of epic proportion. And everybody is sitting around watching it just like we are. And they like, nah, they might have a fire sale. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what they're going to look for. Nah, bro. When you in that situation, it's a fire sale. So you don't have that much leverage. So you can't, well, how much can you ask for? Now we all know Chris Good. He want to be the finesse king, and he want to finesse everyone. But the time that he don't get the job done is when they like, nah, bro, you're not in a position to finesse us right now.
Yeah.
So I don't think so. No matter what we want, it's what Chris Grier will accept. Honestly, even if he even went into even in how you call that shit, entertain any calls about it. So I don't know, but for me, like I say, mine it'd be 2 second round. I'll take that with a heartbeat. To cut our ties, cut our losses, and I'm not trying. That's not to say tear it all down and completely rebuild from the player standpoint, but I do want to start getting these. I'm not going to say non-productive because he's been very productive, but I don't think they're essential to us getting over the hump. I've seen enough. I watched it, and I know people. We still have the rest of the season that they have to prove to me, right? But I've seen enough of them performing in big games. I've seen them enough of how they just don't seem to step up to the plate when it's time, when those times come. And I'm tired of taking a wait and see approach with things. I'm more ready to say, listen, they showed us. I have confidence that they're gonna get it done based on history, based on their prior performances. This is what I'm waiting for us to happen. So if it take for us to start getting rid of these players, I mean, you could get, I mean, two second rounders. You know what I'm saying? And I don't. Again, we're gonna talk about it a little later. That do come with some stipulations too, because I don't want Chris Grier making them picks with the second round. So whoever decide to make the picks, I just don't, because if they're not willing to invest in the offensive line, then I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, we need to invest in it and even whether it's a quality backup or quality quarterback, period, that we don't got to worry about getting injured. I think we need to start, holding them accountable for. Bro, we don't see what can happen with this team. Let's start making some changes and improving this team the right way with the trenches and the most important position in football. Facts.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, as much as I think a lot of people, the majority of people would probably like to get rid of a man for the way he's acting, I don't think Chris Grier or Mike McDaniel would let that happen for the simple fact that they're holding on to dear life, because we know, man, if they go on a slide, like y'all both said, the reason we won is because it was the Patriots. Like, if you can't find an incompetent team, they're right under you. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, hey, hopefully we could, man. 2 seconds, hey, send it in. Send it in. But I mean, another thing that's more important, because I know this got the streets buzzing, and I was like, man, I can't wait to get on this show to hear this. So the title of the space obviously of the live says, what's Tyreeks trade value? We address that. And who does Chris Grier answer to? Lewis, please elaborate on this. And you're going to put on the tinfoil cap. Hell yeah, I need to hear it straight from the horse's mouth right now. Everybody hit the little everybody hit the volume button and the like button. Everybody hit the volume button on your computer, because this man's about to turn up right now.
You know what? I'm about to change my stance. Chris Grier answers to everybody else in the building. He answers to the janitors. He answers to the cooks.
Yeah.
That man answers to the parking lot attendants. That man, I don't know why we blame Chris Grier. Today on TFTG, shout out to Shake Money. He was going live. He was showing.
Shout out Shake Money, man. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, shout out Shake Money,
my brother. He was showing videos, right, of our owner, Stephen Ross. And I know Tony was there. That's why Tony's going like this. I just want to say, hey, shout out to baby girl. One last time, shout out to baby girl, goddammit.
Got the headphones on, so she can't hear you apologizing for what I'm about to do to you.
Well, yeah, because I'm about to, there's some dead bodies. I'm bringing out the yellow tape. Bro, the man comes out and says, well, Chris Grier has to work, like Tony likes to say, work with Tom Garfinkel. But before he said work, he said report.
No cap. Stop. I'm gonna let you go. My bad. Go ahead.
He didn't say that, Tony?
I'm gonna let you go.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you go.
The man said report to Tom Garfinkel. Now, again, I've mentioned it like 2 shows already. Alex at the crib got a fly-ass Miami Hurricane bucket hat.
Just fire.
Tom Garfinkel designs the hats. That's what he does in that building. He designs the logos, hats, all kind of stuff. What the hell does a football guy have to answer to Tom Garfinkel? I'm just trying to figure that out. Hey, Nene, you could say Lewis loves Grier. No, what I love.
You know, I was going to that comment. Thank you. When did this happen? Where they do that at, Nene? Where they do that at?
Hey, it's Cam Moore season, Philip. It's Cam Moore season, boy.
That's a Tom Garfinkel special right there, goddammit.
Right here, baby.
The fact of the matter is, Nene can say Lewis loves Grier. No, what I love is the truth. And the truth will set you free. Alex brought it up, right? An episode ago or 2 episodes ago. We looked at what Brandon Shore's title is. Now, everybody told me Brandon Shore's title was just a cap guru, right? That's all he was. He's a number guy, right? Now, when we read off that man's titles, what did that man control?
Everything, literally.
Almost everything in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Tom Garfinkel, again, he's a graphic designer. That's what he does. That's what he's hired for, to create. Our general manager has to answer to Tom Garfinkel. He has to report. I mean, what are we talking about here? Y'all can blame.
Are you done with the bullshit? Are you done with the? I'm getting restless here.
Prove me wrong, God.
Well, Alex, you remember last time we got him when he proved me wrong with the videos? I hope you go find that video, right? So let me tell you what he said. Right? He started when I don't know who we were talking about. It was hold
on, wait. And Shake Money is in the comments, so Shake, feel free to chime in, my brother.
Yeah. So, and that's what made me go up to the panel, right? He started by saying, I forgot, he would answer to Grier and Chris Grier would answer to me, right? And he said, and Ashley.
Shut up, my Joe, man. He'll take that serious. My Joe take that serious.
And he said, and Ashley, Chris Grier will work alone, right? Listen to what I'm saying, Alex. He will work alone with Tom and myself, right? And I said, yo, I don't know how many of y'all been in the corporate real, but I have. I've been in them round tables. I've been in them long square tables. And I could tell you one thing about it. And look, and he kind of stumbled over his words when he said that. It's a big difference between saying answer to when he addressed himself without Tom Garfinkel, right? And saying work alone when he added Tom Garfinkel into that equation, right? And I was like, it's a reason he said that, because he know it down the potential for heads to roll, because Chris Grier ain't taking that, right? And then at the same time, it's the same, when you look at that, that's the reason why. So for Lewis to say he said answer to, no, he didn't. The only time he said answer to is when he said Stephen Ross and Stephen Ross alone. But when he added in Tom Garfinkel name the second time, he said work alone with him and myself.
Bet. I just want to know, Tony, right? Again, are you trying to tell me that I'm wrong when I say that Tom Garfinkel's job, right, is to design helmets, like public relations? That's what his job is.
Yeah, right. Yeah, designing. He's the one that we go to try to get the old school logo and won't happen. Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Why does he have to work with a football guy? You just said what the owner said. The owner said Chris Grier, and I'm not working with feelings. I could care about these idiots in the chat. I'm sorry.
I got it.
They could be in their feelings if they want to. The fact of the matter is, right? The owner said, and I don't care if you like Chris Grier or not. I don't care about your feelings, right? I'm not talking about feelings. If Chris Grier is a football guy, whether you agree with his football knowledge or not, he's a football guy. So I'm going to play your game, Tony. What does a football guy have to do talking football with a graphic designer? I'm asking the question.
He doesn't have no business work.
The owner said he has to work with him.
But you just said he had the answer to it. That's my only issue, Lewis. Here we go. See, this, Alex, this is why I ain't want to start, because this, bro, I do not want to yell in here. You know, I want to wake everybody up. Lewis,
Nah, hey, forget that. Turn up.
It's a difference between working alongside a guy and answering to someone. You get what I'm saying? And we all know, listen, if Tom Garfinkel had any of these top level things and he had to answer to him right, they will be calling him. He will be doing more interviews. They'll be calling him up. There's a reason why Chris Grier is in the forefront when it comes to them asking the questions about who we bringing in.
Yeah,
who we not. Now, if Tom Garfinkel, you know why Tom Garfinkel is there? Because Stephen Ross, that's his buddy, right? So he trusted his word, right? He was like, okay, what did Chris Grier say? Did he do that? Blah, blah, blah. You just go to the report, but you don't make no decisions, my brother.
Who don't make no decisions?
Tom Garfinkel. How I won't work when he said work alongside. Now,
that's
Lewis,
where you're wrong.
All right, you're gonna listen. Let me tell you something, because you left it down, and I left it down. I ain't tell you like this again. You remember when they brought that up, and they were trying to hire Mike McDaniel? Right? You brought a very good point up. It sounded like Chris Grier. You ain't say Tom Garfinkel had a different guy in mind. Did you say that when he said?
And who
when
stopped
he said
that?
Stephen Ross. My point, what I want to bring up. He didn't. Not one time did he say Tom and what the other dude, Brandon Shore, had stopped. He said Steve had to tell me to pump the brake. Steve had to tell me to relax. Steve had to tell me to be patient. He ain't say Tom Garfinkel or Brandon Shore. Not once.
First of all, go
not
back and
once, Lewis.
First of all, go back and listen to the thing. When Chris Grier got up there, he didn't even say Stephen Ross. He said some dude named Richard.
No, I'm talking about when he said
Richard.
Listen, I'm talking about when he said he was ready to move forward.
I ain't trying to hear that.
And Steve had to call me. If Tom Garfinkel is in that room, like we all know, and you got a problem with, why do Steve have to tell him to slow down? Why Tom Garfinkel got to say, hey,
Tom
Garfinkel didn't say
nothing?
Huh?
So you think Tom Garfinkel didn't say nothing, bro?
Yeah, but it holds no merit. My point.
Steve got to tell me. It don't hold no merit in your mind, because you don't want to believe it. It don't hold no damn merit. What's wrong with you, man? Don't be sitting up here playing.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Facts,
you damn right, we got him.
Like, he's talking about me, not you, nigga. I mean,
whoever that was for, y'all could embrace that. Whoever that was for.
Yeah, hey, listen. All I'm saying is, let's say we all in here, right? And you know what? Let's use us three in here. And we hire somebody in here, and we need them to do something. If he's doing something and I'm in the building, do I gotta call you two and say, hey, yo, this nigga tripping, I don't want him to move on? Or do I make an executive decision and we talk about it later? How are we gonna move forward?
As an owner, and in my opinion, as an owner, and I think this is what he does, because he gets excited when he's in the building and they're handling these big decisions. As an owner, you can step in whenever you want. But like I told you, Tony, before we went live, was
that's common sense.
Right. No, but look, in my opinion, I mean, it says it on his bio too. He handles the Dolphins' success at Hard Rock Stadium, right? Mm-hmm. So what he could be doing is, I'm gonna let you handle everything. But if it's something that I want to chime in on, since I'm the owner, I'm gonna push it to the side and I'm gonna say what's good, in my opinion. But then again, we don't know, because it's true. I mean, if he's saying he reports to who, he reports to this, he reports to that, and then what you just said about the coaches and Steve Ross stepped in and said, hold on, wait a minute, take your time. Two things could be true at the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, two things could be true. So I don't know. I mean, but continue.
Well, what I'm saying is, because Lewis just acknowledged the fact that he's not a football guy, right? So when it comes to making football decisions, brother, the best thing you could do is give me a suggestion. But if I want to move forward as the football guy, Steve got to tell me no. You can't tell me no, my brother. I don't care how much of a friend you are with him. Because guess what? You're not that guy, pal. You're just not that guy. You're not that guy.
And that right there is what I'm telling you. You just don't want to accept it. That's not how it goes. That's the way it should be, but that's not how it is. All right, cool. Yeah. Y'all can believe what y'all want. Do what y'all want. Believe it.
Why if Tom Garfinkel is in there or Brandon Shore, why do Ross have to call in and tell him, relax, pump the brakes?
Hey, Tony, when we hand out football contracts, I'm just asking, right? When football contracts get handed out within Miami, who we blame?
Chris Grier. Always, just like that. And we all know Stephen Rush signed the check, but we blame Chris Grier.
Hey, Alex, I'm glad to have you back. I'm gonna use Tony because you're supposed to be the guy, right, that clicks all the buttons and does all the behind the scene work. Alex, can you do me a favor and bring up Brandon Shore's title within the Miami Dolphins?
Oh, I already had that ready for you. Hold on, give me a second because I knew it was going to come up.
Now, Tony just told you contracts that get handed out is Chris Grier's problem. Now, when you read Brandon Shore's title, I want you to tell me what his title says.
Hold on, let me move this so y'all can see it. I'm gonna show y'all why this is stay over here, and Lewis will never be able to debate with me. Go ahead, y'all see that nice and clear. Go ahead, read it up. I want you to read it.
Listen,
read it nice and clear. You read it. This. Go ahead. Oh, read the part that you want.
No, I can't read. It's too small. I can't read it.
Which one you want me to read?
The most important line. Shore works directly with General Manager Chris Grier and Head Coach Mike McDaniel on all aspects of football operations. He oversees administration, team facilities, video, football analytics, equipment, athletics, and is the team's lead. Also serves as the team's lead negotiator for player contracts, manages the salary cap, club compliance with the NFL's collective bargaining agreement, and acts as whatever the hell the rest doesn't matter. But yeah, y'all get the point.
That's the part you wanted him to say, right?
Now he just says he's the lead in negotiating contracts.
Right.
So again, we would imagine that he's the one creating those contracts, right? Correct?
Yes.
When I asked you the question, you said you blame Grier.
Yeah, I do. Now, would you
I'm gonna bring something else up?
How do you want me to blame a guy that is telling you Brandon Shore is the one handling the contracts?
Right, he is. Right, that's right. I never deny that. See, when you say something that makes sense, I will not deny it. Right? You want to know the key part that you're missing out in?
Peep that right there.
No. Now, hey, look how hold on, Tony, real quick.
Chris Grier is the general manager of Miami Dolphins. The title he's held to 2016. Oversees personnel and all football operations for the club. That's all it says.
Stop that. Oversee what? Personnel?
Overseas
personnel? All right, thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
Thank you for helping me put this young man to sleep.
Brandon Shore says the same thing what you're talking about.
He said overseas. He said he's a lead negotiator, though, right?
Man, I ain't trying to hear no, it said the same thing. Are you know what? Never mind.
Hold on.
Y'all got it.
Wait, let me show you. See, you missing out context clues. It said works along with Chris Grier when he's making these decisions, right? Now, when it comes to them numbers and all that, let me finish it, right? When it comes to the numbers and all that, right? Yes, but you know why he do that? Because when Chris Grier got a guy in that he wants to get paid,
make it work.
Go do your job. Tom Garfield,
go
do your job. I need him to get paid. Tom Garfield can't go in there and say, "Hey, Grier, I like that boy Javon Holland. We gonna negotiate a contract." Grier gonna say, "What? Boy,
no.
Sit down."
You think he can't do that?
No, you just
you
head
think
of
he can't do
personnel.
that? That's where you're wrong.
Now you pay who I bring in this building. You don't got to say who comes in here and who goes. You just write that contract out because you go with numbers. But when it comes out, them players in here, that's on me, baby.
So you're telling me he's Andy? So you're telling me he's Andy Ellisberg? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he loved Andy Ellisberg. He needed West suspended to every show. And if we go,
I'm saying is Brandon Shore Andy Ellisberg? Is that what he is?
That's what he is.
Okay.
You go put them suspenders on.
It's all fun. It's all games. It's all good. I'm telling you now, I cannot wait.
When you hear all that, man.
This channel ain't going nowhere.
She said, "Don't do that, Alex."
This channel ain't going nowhere.
You know we ain't going nowhere.
I ain't going nowhere, Tony. None of us are going nowhere.
You know we ain't going. Only thing you going right now is to sleep because you started. Don't let me set you up like that. Just like I said, my brother, get that. Brandon, sure you gonna make that paperwork work.
Just because you got a bunch of followers in here in the chat,
don't make y'all right.
That just makes y'all a lot of damn idiots in here. The fact of the matter is, I'm telling you now. I am telling you now. I said it in the space. I want Chris Grier out of here.
I thought we knew this guy.
Call it what you want. You gonna know me when Chris Grier's out of the building, when Tua's out of the building, when Tyreeks, you gonna know me then. Cause I'm gonna remember this.
Hey, and Lewis, when they get out the building, that's when he get the promotion.
No.
You right. No. Then you will know him. Because now the dude that was running the show, they had to get him up out of here.
I want
you to have a say so. Thank you. Yes,
I ain't trying to hear none of that.
Because now that dude that you couldn't tell he's out the way now. Now you can't stop it, Lewis. And listen, man. Listen.
It's the truth.
Like I said,
October 11th, 8:46. We're gonna clip this, Lewis.
Yeah. You be cooking.
Hey, Tony.
Welcome to the show,
I'm just
baby.
gonna ask you a question, Tony.
Got him.
Yeah, no, you got shit. What you got is a bunch of damn idiots again in this goddamn chat. That's what you got.
Shout out to the chat, man. Y'all ain't know idiots. You know I ride for y'all.
I ride for him too. I ride for him too.
Yeah, and we ain't got no idiots in our chat.
No, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Don't lie to these damn people. The fact of the matter is, do you think there's a dude in Kansas City with all that title?
Andy Reid.
No. Besides the general, whoever it is, because I guarantee you, nobody in this chat could tell me who the Kansas City general manager is. I can promise you that. But if they did, do you think the general manager of Kansas City has a dude next to him with all those titles?
No. But you know what, Lou? I get you that. I'm saying I told you.
Our problem.
No.
And y'all trying to sit here and talk about something else.
But I told you that was the problem. And I told you the way they got it structured, right, is part of the problem. I already gave you that, my brother. But for you, see, we always part ways on these little the nuances, right? When you talk about, Chris Grier got to answer to Tom Garfinkel. Well, when your boss is in the building, he don't got to call his boss to get you to stop doing something. Because last time I talked to people that under me, when I make my decisions, I talked to my boss after I made that decision. And I explained to him why. And he was like, okay, cool. Either he agree with it or he don't, but that decision is final. You ain't going back to changing that.
All I know, right, is that all I know, as soon as Chris Grier gets fired, I'm buying me season tickets. Because I promise you, that new general manager is going to have us so fly. We're going to have the flyest bucket hats. We're going to have the sharpest towels. We're going to have bandana. We're going to all be walking around looking like Alex. Hey, we're going to be so sharp because my new general manager is, he's a great talent evaluator and bucket hats, T-shirts, sweaters, hoodies, all that. From a football perspective, though, he ain't going to know shit. And I'm going to be looking for every last single one of y'all talking all this bullshit. Don't worry.
He say he ain't going to. Listen, man.
But that's the dude Tony wants.
I don't want it. Don't you? Hey,
what you saying?
Don't you throw that negative on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you throw out that.
Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
You co-signing that.
I do not want him, Lewis. Don't you say that. I'm the one telling you, Chris Grier, the one that's really calling the shots in that building, does not answer to him.
He ain't calling no shots.
Listen, it's good for you. You know what? You're right. Stephen Ross is, but Chris Grier has to be told to slow down by that man, Stephen Ross.
Mm-hmm.
That's who tells Chris Grier you got to stop.
Yep.
Now, no. Do I want Brandon Short? No. Do I want Tom Garfinkel? No. You know why? Because, like you said, they're not football minds, right? But if they were to get in there, right, and they were to hire a Bill Belichick, let's just stick to the people that are available, right? And they were to do them, or maybe convince Tony Dungy or somebody to come out for retire to come coach this team, right? Let them do everything. You sit back and you let the dude you hire handle all the football equipment, and all you do is go get that dude what he wants. Now, coming with football, with your football argument, no, I don't trust none of that. You don't know nothing. It's clear today to show you, which is why we do agree when it's like, bro, you have no business in that room with Chris Grier. Tom Garfinkel, you cannot help me here. All you doing is getting on my nerves because I got to explain to you everything else with these people that know football, they already know. But I got to explain it to you because you don't know. Now that's wasting my time, and we all know time is money. And don't nobody that get money like that like to waste their time. Period.
Let me ask you this, Lewis. So whatever's going on with Grier, if we think that Brandon Shore is, arms locked, interlocked, he just a behind the scenes guy, is he getting blamed too, or does it all fall on Grier? I'm just asking that because if I'm Stephen Ross and I'm like these guys are working together, but Chris Grier is the face. You back here are going to get in trouble too, though, because you part of this.
That's his homeboy. Go ahead, Louis. My bad.
That's not how it's going to work.
No, I'm asking you if you think, what you think.
No.
Okay.
Again, Chris Grier is the scapegoat, and y'all are making him the scapegoat.
We know he is. That's why.
He's
for sure. Yeah, he's the one with the title. So, yeah.
But again, he's the one with the title, right? But he's not the one that holds the official. I'm trying to say it slow.
Oh, now he calling us slow, y'all. I read between the lines.
But
I just got a DM in the ass. I'm just asking.
Again, if the shoe fits, wear it. Right? The dog. I don't know how much I keep saying it, but every time I say it, people want to throw it's the tinfoil hat, it's the conspiracies. I've been trying to tell people sometimes you just got to listen. Get out your feelings and listen. Because sometimes when people are trying to tell you something, maybe it's because they heard something else. Or maybe, right, there's things that other people might be a little privileged to that others are not. And sometimes people are trying to tell people something without actually telling them, right?
That's true.
Chris Grier is a scapegoat. And all I'm saying is, I don't know how many times I got to keep saying it. Does Chris Grier deserve no blame? Absolutely not. I blame him, right? And if people want to get him out of here, get him out of here. All I'm saying, though, is for the people that think he's the one just making all the decisions and he's the one pulling all the strings and the only one that can tell him no is Stephen Ross, y'all are wrong. I'm sorry. That's as nice as I can tell y'all, but you're wrong.
Vonjo got a question. Vonjo needs to ask Vonjo, man.
I don't, bro. But first of all, I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't gonna talk to Vonjo because Vonjo is 45 minutes away from me off I-4.
Talk about it.
The dude is 6'7", right? The dude looks like Jalen Phillips, right? Big monster, right? I got tree branches. I got trees outside of my house, right? I'm outside.
Go pick a switch.
I'm outside my house with a white towel like this. Throw the white flag. I'm sending SOS signals out and all kind of stuff. You think my brother want to be in here taking shots at me in the chat, but he can't drive his happy ass on I-4 to come and help me. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit Vonjo talking about. I ain't trying to hear none of that. I ain't trying to hear none of that.
Oh my God, man.
Now he ain't said a white flag.
I'm sending SOS signals out here, Tony.
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
hey, Vonjo, I was with you till he hit you with that one. God, dog.
Look, all I'm saying is, man, Chris Grier deserves blame. Everybody within this shithole of an organization deserves blame.
Wait, is this accurate?
What? To elite in the damn laboratory, so the raw cartoon to reassure him that
he's watch that. Now I'm trying to think if he said that.
Who's making decisions?
What?
No, said that.
No, what he said was they asked him.
I'm trying to remember if he said that. Yeah, I'm trying
what
to remember.
He said was they asked him was he worried in the process any time, was he worried of the deal ever getting done? And he said no, because he will constantly have conversations with Chris Grier. He never said who's making the decision. He said he had multiple conversations with Chris. I mean, not Chris Grier. I'm sorry, Stephen Ross. He said he had multiple conversations with Ross. So no.
Okay.
Well, we'll put it like this. I'll ask the question like this. How long did it take Tua to get that contract? How many months were we talking about Tua's contract?
Right. And last time I checked, they also said in that same interview, right? He also had to give Mike McDaniel praise because when he did go in there and talk to Stephen Ross, they let him know how much Mike McDaniel came and went to bat for him.
Now let me get
if it was regardless who making these decisions, you wouldn't need Mike McDaniel to go to bat for you, my brother.
Now again, is it safe for me to assume that Chris Grier was playing hardball with Tua? Is it safe for me to assume that?
Him and Ross. I believe him and Ross was.
All right, cool.
I think, I agree with that because,
So who pulled the trigger then on giving the contract to Tua Tagovailoa?
I will put that more on Mike McDaniel. He the one probably had to.
He went out of his way, you mean, to go tell him?
Yeah, to convince Stephen Ross about it.
But ain't Chris Grier the general manager?
Yeah, but remember I said he only answered to one person.
Chris Grier, hold on. Ain't Chris Grier the one that's supposed to be making all the football decisions and football operations? Ain't that his title?
Yeah, of course.
Control of football operations. Now the guy that's the scapegoat didn't want to sign to him.
But he had to sign off on it though.
Who?
Chris Grier.
No, he didn't.
Okay, come on now, Lewis. Come
Why
on.
did he? But why? By all indications, see, now we're just talking. Because again, we just want to blame.
No. You got to sign up off it because when I fire you, right, you signed up off it. So, yes, you see the way he was looking at him like, y'all say he was good.
All right, cool.
You got to sign up on it. It's cool. Like facts.
All right.
You're not making the decision and Chris Grier like, nah, but I ain't doing this.
I agree with S. Harris right here. I mean, he's always trying to get a deal off of anybody.
Right.
So I feel like that's probably why it took forever too.
And I agree with that.
Right. You see what I'm saying? The hypocrisy is showing. Go back to that comment. Let me find it.
I got you.
Grier is a low baller. We just showed you Brandon Shore does the contracts. Chris Grier is the low baller. Brandon Shore does the contract negotiating.
But Chris Grier got to be like, nah, I ain't paying that nigga that money.
Stop. I ain't trying to hear that.
I ain't paying that nigga that money. No, he ain't worth that. No. He ain't
all right, cool. Y'all some scapegoating. Y'all love to point the finger and blame. I ain't trying to hear none of that.
Hey, listen, this is what I give you. You make it work with these numbers. That's what you do, my brother.
Oh, work?
Yeah, that's what
that's what it is?
That's how I go.
That's what it is.
That's how I go.
All right, cool.
And you hear me? Did he? What? Thank you, Nene. Did he bring up Brandon Shore, or he brought up Chris Grier?
Who brought him up?
Who did? You know what? Since y'all want to talk,
who brought him up? Did ABG bring up Chris Grier?
No, yeah, he didn't bring up Brandon Shore.
When did again? He didn't bring up nobody. He said the Dolphins. He said the Dolphins. Oh, so he said Chris Grier by saying the Dolphins.
Well, yeah, I'll give you that one. He said
stop talking. Y'all can't mess with me on this shit right here, man. Y'all stop trying to do that. Y'all
got him. We fucking got him.
Hey, Lewis, turn on, Lewis.
Man, y'all crazy as hell. He said, y'all talking about, did he bring up Brandon Shore? Did he bring up Chris Grier?
Well, you can't. You know what? I'm glad
no,
you said
you know. Go ahead, Tony. It's okay to say
so
no.
Now we finna bring up every time these players say when Tua said my agent is working along with Chris Grier. When Christian Wilkins, when he was asking the officer said my agents are working along with Chris Grier. When Tua, no, I already said Tua. When everybody that get the contract, when they ask about it, I let my agent work along with Chris Grier.
Bet.
So none of them bring up Brandon Shore or Tom Godfrey. Nobody.
Now, you want me to ask Christian Wilkins, right? That's the question. Ask Christian Wilkins.
Agents.
Hold on, Tony.
No, none of them talk to Brandon Shore.
Nene says.
Tell Brandon Shore what to do.
Nene says, ask Chris Grier or ask Christian Wilkins. Correct?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I just got a question, right? Nene, did you want the Dolphins to pay Christian Wilkins?
Yeah.
Tony,
she says,
did you want the Dolphins to pay Christian Wilkins?
No, 100 times I said no.
So when Chris Grier, then let's play the game because I'm willing to play it. When Chris Grier did not, was he cooking?
No, I just think he did what he's supposed to do.
No, he was cooking.
Oh, so he did what he's supposed to do because you like the move, but when you don't like a move, he's the problem.
But at least I stick with it. At
I
least
ain't trying to hear this. Y'all can't do this shit on my level.
No, stop it.
See, levels to this.
Now, this is when you sound like a fool. When you try to now look at that camera and remember who you talking to. I never changed from Brandon Shore to Chris Grier. I keep the same energy. Chris Grier, when you mess up, you mess up. When you cooking, you're cooking. You're the one trying to take away that doggone blame from him and take away his responsibility and throw it on Tom Godfrey and Brandon Shore. You're doing that. I ain't keeping the same energy.
Wait.
I could give him the credit when he did
but he didn't replace no one. First of all, the 39-year-old that he brought in here is being more productive than Christian Wilkins.
That's a fact. Christian Wilkins on
for $26 million less. Yeah. So don't sit here and say he didn't bring in nobody. See what I'm saying?
This was a good move. He just retired.
AVG. Again, this is my problem. We were all in these same Twitter spaces. I was hosting Twitter spaces, right? When we were having those conversations during the off season, right? And AVG's name would come up. The same people that are in our chat right now. talking and doing all that stuff that they're doing were the same people saying, man, when I look at it and all the contracts, future contracts coming up, AVG ain't worth 8 to 10 million. But now, after 5 weeks, 2 interception pick sixes, and him balling in Minnesota, now he's worth it. But at the time, we couldn't pay him. See what I'm saying?
But we listen. Like I told you this before. I'm gonna tell you again. We are on here giving our opinions. They are the ones that get paid to make the decisions, right? So some of us gonna say that we couldn't pay them. I was one of the ones to say I think the biggest one that I think nobody is talking about is letting AVG go. That's the one that I think gonna hurt us the most. I said it. I'm on the record saying that, right? So you do have them, but when it comes down to what actually happened, and I keep telling you, Lewis, this is a result-based business. Sorry, that's the industry you chose. So now that the results are out, well, at least partially out, yes, you're going to get the criticism. It comes with the job title. But I want you to still stick on the cover because, Alex, I know that you try to slide off on that. You ain't respond to me when I said I still keep the same energy with Grier. When he cook, I say he cook. When he's not cooking, I say he's not cooking. I've never changed it. So when all of a sudden, my brother, you switch from Chris Grier to Brandon Shore and Tom Garfinkel. Because at the end of the day, you was in the offseason screaming about Chris Grier too. Cap.
All I hear, right, is fire Chris Grier, right? I'm on board. But we fire Chris Grier. I want Brandon Shore fired. I want Tom Garfinkel fired. I want all of them fired. Y'all down with that?
You saying that now because you learned who their names is. But
are y'all down? Well, again, all I heard, right? I heard this offseason about some fat dude with suspenders,
and I kept the same
with the Miami Heat. But all of a sudden, that dude's been pulling the strings in Miami in the Heat organization for the past 5-6 years.
No. What I said, I don't care what nobody say. You can bring up fat dude with his suspenders, whatever the young lady is. I forgot her name, right? But I told you when it comes down to making them decisions, and if that guy Pat Riley says no, I don't care who you are. If you're not Mickey Arison,
and what have I told
your word has no merit. The same thing I'm telling you about Chris Grier, sir. I don't care if you're Tom Garfinkel. I don't care if you're Brandon Shore.
And what have I told you?
If your name is not Stephen Ross, your word has no merit to Chris Grier. You have to get that man Stephen Ross to go in there and say that. Why is this man out here doing interviews? Why is this man being asked a question about personnel? Why have you not seen Stephen Ross, Tom Garfinkel, or Brandon Shore in any interviews asking any questions about any personnel decisions? Why?
Can I ask you a question, Tony?
Yes.
The owner came out and said, right, going back to the initial conversation, right? Chris Grier and Tom Garfinkel, they work together, right?
Yeah, they work on
Grier and Brandon Shore, they work together, correct?
Yes.
Now you have Reggie McKenzie, football guy,
Marvin Allen,
and Allen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Another football guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear Stephen Ross say anything about Chris Grier working with those guys.
No, I don't.
You don't
those
think
not his friends. Those not his friends. They bought them in. He bought them in because.
Do you think there's a problem with that, Tony?
No, I don't necessarily think. I think it's a problem that we know about Tom Garfinkel and Brandon Shore. That's where I think the problem lies.
Right.
We shouldn't know about none of these cats. We shouldn't. I'm sorry. That's the problem with you. Even admit there's too many hands in the cookie jar.
And that's what I'm saying. But what you guys will not admit is those guys that have their hands in the cookie jar, right? Again, we're always talking about hold somebody accountable, hold people accountable. The only person y'all hold accountable is Chris Grier.
Yes, because
that's the only one.
Because he has final say so other than Stephen Ross.
He does not.
Yes, he does.
Right,
cool. If he didn't, then the one that you wanted to relay the message, right? You want to reference that video that he said, right? If he didn't, like I said, then Stephen Ross would not have to call him when Tom Garfinkel is right there in that doggone room. You know what? Even if he was his best buddy, you know what he said? He probably would have called him or texted him, hey, Tom, tell him I said chill out. Tell him no. He wouldn't even have to talk to Chris Grier if Tom Garfinkel had that much power. He doesn't, which goes to show you that's why Stephen Ross has to tell Chris Grier, nah, chill, pump your brakes. They work alongside. You know why they got to work alongside with them? Because when I decide to bring in, let's just say, Tyreek Hill, right? And Chris Grier be like, yeah, I'm talking to these people we negotiate. You know what? Go talk to Tom. Go talk to Brandon Shure and ask Brandon Shure, can he make these numbers work?
You know who I'm gonna start?
That's your job.
I got a name, right? That everybody should agree that we should start blaming. You want to know that name?
Who?
Well, it's not even a name. It's a word. Collective.
Yeah, but it's a collective. Yeah,
I'm tired of the collective because that's a word that Stephen Ross always uses. It's collective.
Facts.
And that's the damn. You want to get down to it? That's the damn problem in the Miami Dolphin organization.
And I'm on.
That's one thing I will agree with you when you said, right? And I've been saying it. Too many damn hands in the cookie jar, and that comes with the word collective. And so that needs to change, in my opinion. Forget about Chris Grier, Brent. You'll never hear me say none of those names again. I'm gonna start preaching the word collective, because that's what needs to damn change within the Miami Dolphin organization.
Yeah, and you remember, I'm on record saying collectively they trash, and collectively they all can go, every last one of them. Because now when I do disagree with who Chris Grier have to answer to, I do agree with you bro, I shouldn't have to explain to Tom Garfinkel or Brandon Shure why I'm making these decisions, because you're doing nothing but wasting my time, because you're going to say something that I don't agree with. Bro, I've been there before. It's like, bro, I don't care what you tell me unless this man tell me. I'm not listening to you, my man. And we know that they had something similar, right? Well, let me not, because we don't have I don't have proof of that, so I'm not gonna bring that up. But in the old regime, they had something similar with certain people in the building, and then you got these people that I know don't know football, and I gotta explain to them. Bro, I know too much about football to be wasting my time, and they're gonna get up out of there. And I do agree with you, and I also said this, and I stand on this. You're not gonna get a real football guy in here unless that way that they have it set up change. If it don't change, no one, Ben Johnson gonna say no every time. He's not coming here. You think you're gonna convince Mike Vrabel to come in and coach for this regime? And I see how you got so set up. It starts at the top. They gonna look at here and do just like Bill Parcells did when they first brought in that doggone Jeff Iron and all of them. Which Jeff Iron was one of his dudes. But when they start giving him power and say so, and now I gotta work along with you when I brought you in, yeah, I'm out of here, bro. I'm out of here. Why I gotta explain to this dude? I taught him everything he know. And that's when the problem started. That's been an issue. They have to change that setup, or it's gonna be like that. I don't have no. Listen, I don't. Just like you said, Louis. I give it. If Brandon Shure comes in here, because I know that's Stephen Ross guy, and he become, I'm not gonna have faith either. No, until I see a Bill Belichick. Like I say, if they want to bring Mike Holmgren, if they want, well, Mike Holmgren, not him.
Mike Holmgren. Damn, I haven't heard that name in a minute.
Yeah, that's Seattle Heater. Not Mike Holmgren. What's the dude? Tony Dungy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Herman Edwards, even if he want to come back. Hello, you play to win the game. Somebody that I know has football merit that could come here and say, no, I need to run this organization the way I run it. Because you're going to hire me to do a job, you're going to fire me for doing it my way, not trying to make your way work. And that's the problem. We have to make their way work. It's 20-something years, bro, it hasn't worked. How long you got to realize that? It's ego. Yeah. Take a step back and realize, nah, this ain't this is not my forte. I'm sorry. It's not your forte, bro. Y'all do that. Stop. You getting the money, bro. Get the money and get whatever. Give me, bro.
What's his forte, Tony? What's his forte?
Who?
Tom Garfinkel and Brandon Shure. What's their forte?
Doing these designer stuff and making the numbers work.
Oh no, I thought it was being CEOs of football teams and making football decisions. My bad.
Okay, here we go.
My bad. Hey, I'm just trying to figure it out, man. My bad. I'm sorry.
All right, cool. Here we go.
Hey, man. I mean, listen. At the end of the day,
y'all cannot say the setup is not terrible. The way it's set up, it's not gonna work. It's set up for failure, not for success. It just is. You can never have anything that's really ran to you have right there at the top. Okay, this is decision making. If you do have a collective right, you have a vote. So somebody gonna be pissed off. And the way they run it, they don't want nobody pissed off. They don't want nobody pissed off. Oh yeah, Urban finna bust a head gas. He go, Lewis about to break his phone. He about to break his camera.
This shit don't make no fucking sense to me.
Talk to him, Urban.
Yeah. Well, again, Garfinkel is. Let me read this right. Garfinkel is the CEO and in charge of business side of the football operations, not the or the business side, not the football side of operations. Cool. Then why in the fuck is he even having to work with the nigga that is the football guy?
This is the late night blitz pickup. This is the after dark blitz pickup version of the episode.
Why is he in? This is what I don't understand. So he is on the business side. Well, then stick your ass on the business side of the building and take your ass out of the football side of the building.
I agree with that part. Yes.
Like, what are we talking about?
That's funny.
I can't mess with y'all, man. I can't mess with y'all, dog. Y'all gonna be the death of me one day. I can't do it.
Hey, Alex, you seen I had this pen in my hand this whole time?
Yeah.
I was waiting for Lewis to give me something to write, some notes to write down. He ain't tell me nothing. I ain't learned nothing from nothing he said so far. This pen I ain't popped the top off this goddamn pen, Lewis. He ain't give me no notes to write down. I ain't learned nothing today, but that you hate Tom Garfinkel and Brandon Shore, and now you all of a sudden a Grier. That's the new thing now. We got Grier now, y'all.
Call it what you want.
Grier and Nears. Damn.
Hey, we got something called Idiot Nears.
You can come up with it.
Yeah, because I'm telling you now, goddamn, I'm gonna start creating words out here.
Hey, man.
Hold on, let me check outside, man. You feel me?
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy.
We put in work for y'all, man. Come on, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man, we got 17 likes. Y'all get them 15 likes. Y'all get them likes up, man. Y'all, some love.
A quick on there.
Context. Hold on. That's all I'm trying to context. He does not have full control. And that's all I'm trying to say. Does he hold blame? Obviously. Right? And has he made mistakes? Of course. Right?
Bonjo is wild.
Yo, I told you. Don't even show me no damn time. Don't show me 7 times Bonjo. I don't even show that to you. Don't even bring it up.
I'm going to get a free ride.
He's vibing.
That boy Grier like that with his feet kicked up, yo. Yeah. Very sure. Tom Garfinkel, handle that. Make sure that check clear though.
Oh man. Hey.
Oh Lord, nah, that was a good one right there, bro. Goodness. Hey, Alex, I told you Lewis was ready. He was turned up. Look at him. He was ready. He couldn't wait to call us idiots. He couldn't wait.
No, I'm telling you, bro. Hey, listen, one thing everybody could agree with, whoever's pulling the strings here, running the shows there, you have to try to be this bad, man. There's a reason why we haven't gotten nowhere. Because whoever's been in there, if you've been in this, if you've been part of this organization, front office, for the past 24 years, y'all gotta go, bro. I don't care. If you started from the bottom, now you here, I don't care, bro. You gotta go. Because it is crazy, man. It's wild. But so y'all good then or what?
Yeah, we good, man. I think it's been enough schooling for the day. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, listen. Go ahead, Liz.
I'm not giving you that belt, but I will hand you this so you can take notes next time, my brother.
First of all, the last thing I'm gonna say on this show, right, is shout out to baby girl. You know what I'm saying?
You should have seen how she watched me now. She was looking at me proud. She said, "Hey, Daddy, I didn't know you had it in you." You feel me?
Yeah.
There go my notepad right here, Alex. My empty. He ain't got nothing in there.
You didn't put the date. You didn't put the date on it.
I ain't put a title on it.
and that's why you've been terrible, because you need to start taking notes, and maybe you can get a little bit better.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, shout out to the chat, man. The chat is undefeated. We always appreciate y'all coming through, man. Tell a friend, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Retweet the link to the show, man, so everybody could go ahead and watch it back. If you want to laugh, if you want to get called an idiot, go ahead and go back to 0 on this episode and watch the whole thing, man, because it was. Hey, and all this is out of love, man. Because listen. This is what our team does to us, man.
Y'all make sure I hit them lights on the way out, man. We still got 24 y'all in here, man. To hit the lights
for sure, man. I appreciate that. And yeah, man. Hey, yo, listen. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 7:30. We got kind of unsorted because of obviously the hurricane and everything.
Man, you know that.
But we back, man. We back. You already know. I mean, and obviously, hey, everybody that be in Lewis's spaces, y'all take notes because y'all already know who's coming.
You damn right, it's coming. Goddammit.
Don't be an idiot when you come over here, goddamn.
Hey, that's the next space title, Lewis. The next space title. # Don't be an idiot.
Oh man. Look at this guy want to show up late. We out of here, man. Late.
But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody, man. It's the Bliss Pickup, man. Appreciate y'all.
Peace.
Peace out, y'all. Y'all know it's